Hey everyone, Dave Hawkins over here, aka Token Dave, the dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by, and welcome to another edition of the Hawkins Harangue, where I rant about something. And people need to learn how to take a fucking joke seriously. I'm seeing all these millennials, not all of them, but most of them, get offended over the most minute crap, and do you know who y'all sound like? President Trump. Yes, President Trump can't take a joke, especially from Alec Baldwin, with his portrayal on SNL, and to which I gotta say, Trump, look at how SNL went into George W. Bush, Clinton, H.W. Bush, Carter, and Gerald Ford. They went pure savage on them, so you should be able to take that since you went to the highest office. But, yeah, y'all millennials and Trump, y'all sounding alike. And not for anything, I think y'all know that I really can't stand Trump, mainly because the way he's actually running the government, it looks like he's trying to destroy a lot of things that are basically fundamental for our democracy. He's actually basically ruined the relationship of our allies in Western democracy. Meanwhile, cozy buddying up with authoritarians. Hell, he's up Putin's ass so much, he congratulated him on his election. He actually said that, hey, the Prime Minister of China, that just made himself the leader of China for life. Hey, that sounds like a good idea, Trump said. Fucking douchebag. So yeah, I have my issues with Donald Trump, particularly because he is destroying democracy, Western democracy, and the way he's doing it, he's making everyone else look like, hey, being authoritarian, this is actually working in this day and age, so this might spread out, But Trump is not the only person that's actually doing this. It looks like democracy itself is beginning to implode on its own self. Why am I saying this? Well, on my way to work this morning, I actually heard from Mr. H Reviews, basically, about Count Dankula. Apparently, this dude over the pond, if I remember correctly, he was in Scotland, he actually was found guilty of doing a prank. Now, I don't know anything. I'm not much of a lawyer or anything. In fact, if you've seen my FOIL defense, you'll see that I'm a terrible debater, so that's why I didn't try to study law and all. But pretty much, basically, the prank that he pulled, I'll admit, is in poor taste, but it's still a prank, and he has the right to do so according to democracy and freedom of speech. But he's found guilty of, get this, having his girlfriend's pug do a Nazi salute and everything. Which he even said, the pug is so cute, I'm going to try to get this pug to do the most repulsive thing. So right away, you can tell that this guy is just a joke, and he himself is not trying to spread Nazi propaganda or anything. Not like that other freaking, bitch Tia Tequila and everything, or whatever the hell her name is. Anyway, so apparently in Scotland, the judge found him guilty, for what reasons I don't know, but they stated that basically intent, does not excuse basically such actions. Bullshit, alright? Now, not only am I not a lawyer or anything, I hardly know some of the laws from my own country. I don't know how they run things in Scotland and all, but here's the thing. In the United States, we have freedom of speech, but there are some things you can't say without consequences. Like, you cannot yell fire in a crowded building and all, and if there's no fire, you're going to get arrested and everything. If you commit a hate crime at all, basically, you have to show intent for that hate crime. Hell, that happened in Charlottesville, where this one guy plowed through people and killed someone. That was a hate crime. You got Walter Scott, South Carolina, who, a cop that killed somebody and everything. White cop killed a black guy, and covered up the evidence. That showed intent. Count Dankula, he says, I'm going to do a freaking prank by, having my cute little pug, my girlfriend's cute little pug, do the most repulsive thing in history. Okay, number one, that was a joke. Poor taste joke? Most likely, but it was still a joke. There was no intent right there. But the judge saying that, like, basically, intent does not mean anything? Hell no. Hell to the fucking no. Alright? Now, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way, but yeah, that's something that does offend me because it's like, hey, I thought I lived in democracy. I thought over in, like, over the pond in Europe, particularly, either Scotland or England, they had basically Western democracy. Is it the same democracy as the United States? No, but freedom of speech is a hallmark and is a benchmark to democracy. And basically saying that this guy might have to serve jail time for pulling a prank is not only ridiculous, it is not only undemocratic, it's more in line with basically what everybody in Putin and China are trying to do. So, do we want to be an old school communist nation? Do we want to be an authoritative country and everything? Because I'll tell you this, if basically courts send him to jail because of that, what is democracy now? What is basically how, like, people could come after us and everything if we just disagree with someone, if we disagree with a high-ranking official, they can just say, oh, well, you said this, so we're going to throw you to jail. People want to talk about slippery slopes and everything. There you go. Slippery slope right there. Say something that offends somebody, but, by the same token, displayed no action against somebody else and basically did not have any intent to be malicious towards someone, but yeah, they could go to jail for that. Some bullshit. So, what do y'all think? Please, drop me a comment below and everything, and seriously, spread this video out and, like, look up this guy, Count Dankula, and look out what's happening, because, you might not agree with the joke that he did, but you should be offended by this, and you should be concerned, because this is how we get our rights taken away from us. Later, everyone.